Hey guys, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the newly relaunched American Optical Original Pilot sunglasses. But first, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the history of the company. American Optical has a very deep and illustrious history. It was founded all the way back in 1833 in a small New England town called Southbridge, Massachusetts. And by 1872, they created advancements with the machining that allowed them to bring affordable eyewear to the masses. In 1918, American Optical was the first company to supply goggles to U.S. military pilots. That design will later evolve into the first aviator sunglasses. And then in 1935, the U.S. Army contracted American Optical to produce a specialized pair of sunglasses specifically designed for aviators. And that is when the classic aviator shape was born. Then in 1969, the entire Apollo 11 crew wore the FG-59 sunglasses, which are now known as the original pilot sunglasses. And that gave American Optical the crown for first ever pair of sunglasses on the moon. Loads of celebrities and even American presidents have been seen wearing American Optical sunglasses or eyeglasses, JFK probably being the most iconic president to wear them. And that brings us to 2020, where American Optical moved their manufacturing from Southbridge, Massachusetts, all the way to Chicago, Illinois. And with that move, American Optical retooled all their machines, and they also re-envisioned their classic sunglass lineup. So right here in my hand, I have a pair of newly refreshed American Optical Original Pilot sunglasses. So let's go ahead and pop these sunglasses on and talk about the dimensions. These sunglasses have 55mm lenses and a 20mm bridge, and the temple length is 140 millimeters, but they are available with 145 millimeter temple length for those of you who have longer faces. The American Optical sunglasses have an absolutely timeless design to them, and I think these really do look good. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the fine details on these frames. The first thing we're going to notice here is they have a classic American Optical logo painted on here in the top left corner of the lens. So in all the 2020 pairs, they have that vintage inspired logo. Now if we take a look here at the outside temple sunglasses, again we can see a little etched or stamped in American Optical logo, and again that is a vintage American Optical logo here in the outside corner of the sunglasses. Moving down, we can see they have these classic bayonet temples to them, and these bayonet temples help you slide these sunglasses underneath hearing protection or headphones or anything like that. I find bayonet temples to be very comfortable. You can easily just slide these on and slide them off all day without any discomfort, and they just really fit good behind the ear, and also they look really cool and very unique. You're not going to see a ton of sunglasses with that bayonet temple on them. Now these sunglasses come in a ton of really cool colorways, but the pair that we have here today are the matte silver frames with the green nylon lenses. But these sunglasses are also available with all glass lenses and of course with gold frames. Now these sunglasses also have all metal hinges which feel really good when opening up, and when closing them they feel very sturdy and secure. They also have fully adjustable nose rests, and through the nose rests we can see American Optical's a little signature here which is there for authentication purposes. Now if we take a look at the inner left temple of sunglasses, we can see they say American Optical here with the little AO logo in the middle of American and Optical, and we can see it's etched into the frame here very nicely rather than painted. I believe in the previous version of these sunglasses that was painted on, but of course it would fall off over time, so here they went ahead and just etched it into the metal, and that looks really nice, especially with the matte chrome frames. But now if we take a look at the inner right temple sunglasses, we can see they have etched Original Pilot matte silver 140 millimeters, and all the etching here is extremely legible and looks really good. Now the last thing we're going to talk about for authentication purposes is the etch information here in the upper bridge of sunglasses. These are going to say AOUSA 5520, and of course that stands for 50mm lenses and a 20mm bridge, which are the dimensions of these frames. Now people's biggest complaint with the previous version of the original Pilot sunglasses, and actually I have a pair right here of the previous versions, was the fact that the welds weren't quite up to the standards that they probably should have been. American Optical addressed that with this new pair and made the welds much stronger than on the previous pair. And actually just by looking at the welds with my own eye, I can definitely tell the new version are going to be much stronger than the previous. Well, since I have the previous pair out here, I will pop these on so you guys can see that there is a little bit of difference as far as looks go. Here is the previous generation, and then here is the new 2020 version of the sunglasses. I think the new style looks a little bit better. They tweaked it just a little bit to make it look more like the vintage, World War II pairs of sunglasses. And I think they did a really good job as far as the styling goes on these frames. Now, as far as lens quality goes, I really do like these nylon lenses. They do have polarized lenses and of course feature 100% UVA and UVB protection. The clarity of these is very good, and they also have a very nice anti-reflective material here on the back, which really helps cut down on unwanted glare bouncing off the lens and coming straight into the eye unprotected. And with their launch, American Optical re-envisioned the packaging, so they now have really cool vintage inspired packaging. And also that's really cool is they have a blueprint here on the microfiber cleaning cloth included with every single pair of sunglasses. So this is the blueprints for the original Pilot sunglasses. I think this is really cool and very fun. And also all American Optical sunglasses now ship in this beautiful vintage inspired leather case. It's just very, very nice and lovely. The leather is really high quality, and they also actually have American Optical pressed into the case right here, which just looks really, really nice and premium. Now, as far as pricing goes, these are actually priced very reasonably. If you opt for the non-polarized pair, they are only $179, and if you choose to pick up the polarized pair like I have right here, they're going to run you $229, which is a really good price. American Optical has such a rich and beautiful history. You really can't go wrong with a timeless pair of sunglasses for that kind of money. If you guys are interested in these sunglasses, I'm going to have a link in the description down below where you guys can check them out directly from American Optical's website. That's by far the best place to buy these sunglasses. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below, and of course make sure to subscribe button, and then you'll be notified every single time I put a brand new video just like this one to my YouTube channel. We're also reviewing the American Optical General sunglasses, so again, if you guys don't want to miss that video, make sure to subscribe button so you'll be notified when I release that video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.